Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It is Tuesday, the 28th day and final day of February. Today is National Chocolate Souffle Day. Sounds delicious.
It does. I wish we could have some.
National Floral Design Day. National Public Sleeping Day. You ever sleep in public?
No, I really do not.
I have numerous times. Fallen asleep and Heidi's nudged me like, are you seriously falling asleep?
I know.
I'm so sorry.
It's so embarrassing.
Was I snoring? Yeah. And everybody's looking at you. National Tooth Fairy Day, Rare Disease Day USA, and World Spay Day. All of those things happening on this Tuesday. And it's also a Tuesday, so that means, are my notes right? We're going to talk to your dad today?
Yeah, Tuesdays with
Holy
Charlie.
cow. I like talking to him. Yeah,
Me too.
Tuesdays with Charlie. We'll be chatting with him before you know it. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. This might explain why people are obsessed with true crime stories. Colton Shriver, a research scientist at Recreational Fear Lab. What a fun job. He's an expert in morbid curiosity. He says watching true crime shows may help prepare you if you find yourself in a similar situation. He says there's an almost primal reason people are endlessly fascinated by the subject. In fact, our interest in finding out more about dangerous people likely began when humans began using language and started using provocative aggression to protect themselves. According to this dude, he says true crime stories can have a learning component, or at least a perceived learning component. We feel like we're more prepared in these kinds of situations.
Exactly.
We watch these shows, and my wife over
We
here,
do.
she's telling me how they could have gotten away with it. She's like, oh, yeah. And it really concerns me. So if I ever turn up missing, Heidi did it.
Oh,
Just telling
I
you
would
right now.
never hurt you.
You wouldn't.
That's on tape, right? That's
that is
recorded.
on tape.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
all right. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know? I'm afraid to even read this. Websites may be on their way out. This is where Heidi's going to yell at me now. Survey finds the average person believes that websites will become obsolete in the next decade. 7 in 10 U.S. adults believe that apps are gradually replacing websites, and more than 1 in 4 believe they could go a full year without ever using a standard computer browser. In fact, 46% have done a day's work from their smartphone. So they're saying more and more people are not using websites, they're using their phone. Everything's done on the phone now. And Heidi
Good. Then
harasses me.
I can edit my list even more.
I've got a list of domain names that she's making me go through. She's like, do you seriously need this? I'm like, I really need that. It's like, you don't need
There's
it.
like how many? 60 something.
No, it's down to like 51.
It's ridiculous.
I've got a problem. I'm working on it. All right. We don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. It was a marquee markdown. Mark Wahlberg sold his Beverly Hills mansion, but it was a bargain. $55 million.
Oh, that is a bargain.
$32.5 million less than the initial listing, though, of $87.5 million. So, that is a marquee markdown. The sprawling 30,500 square foot home, 12 bedrooms, 20 bathrooms, 6 acres. Again, he bought it a long time ago. Let me see here.
Holy cow.
Oh, he paid only $8.25 million.
Oh, so that wasn't a
But
markdown.
he put in 5 years of renovations, so he's, he did more than just paint the place. And the haunting theme song of White Lotus has become an unexpected viral sensation, and nightclubs are playing dance mix versions of it all over the place. So that's interesting. I got a link to it if you want to hear it. And is there anything you can't do? My best friend Ryan Reynolds, he and I are pals. I know him. He doesn't know me. He recently designed the official shirt for the Terry Fox Run. So that is really kind of a cool thing. I didn't know he was a designer. This he can just do it all. I've got a link to all of the information in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. Elvis is the undisputed king of making foster cats feel perfectly at home. 9 years ago...
Elvis?
Yeah, listen to this. 9 years ago, Beverly Pack, a volunteer with Open Arms Animal Shelter in Kentucky, took in Elvis, his sister Priscilla, and the other kittens in the litter.
Okay.
When she learned that Elvis and Priscilla both have a thing called cerebellar hypoplasia. I'm sure I said all of that wrong. Cerebellar hypoplasia.
Okay. Anyway.
If you've never heard that, maybe you've heard of this. It's known as wobbly cat syndrome.
Oh, yeah.
So she decided to adopt them. This condition affects their balance and their motor skills, but it doesn't stop Elvis from fully embracing every new foster kitten that comes to their house. Since 2013, Pack has seen over 100 fosters come and go, and Elvis insists to be allowed to groom and bathe each and every one of them. He follows his new friends around during the day and snuggles with them at bedtime. This attention helps the kittens with their socializing. It makes it easier for them to get adopted as well. So this kitty cat, Elvis, his kindness has been rewarded. He was recently named the winner of the Arm & Hammer Feline Generous Happily Forever contest, and a donation was made to this animal shelter. How cool is that?
Well, that's fantastic.
So at first, did you think I was talking about Elvis Presley?
I did.
Yeah, so did I when I first read the story, because I'm like, what does this have to do with Elvis again? I'm like, oh, the cat's name is Elvis.
I bet the little wobble makes him look like he's dancing like
Maybe
Elvis.
that's why they called him that, because he
he has that little
shakes a little bit. I
swagger.
don't know. I have no idea. I just think it's an adorable story, and I love it. It's in the show notes if you want to read it. You can find that in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
And it's time right now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. We pick up the phone and we call my father-in-law for a little program we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Tuesdays with Charlie, he'll give us some guff. We talk each week and we learn fun stuff. Everyone loves him, he makes us laugh. Sometimes he's wrong, then he fires his staff. Get ready to learn something. Here we go. It's Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
How you doing, Charlie?
It's Tuesday.
It is.
Well, it must be the phone only rings on Tuesdays. So.
Well, it's the only day you let us call you. If we try to do Wednesdays with Charlie, it just doesn't work.
Well, nobody ever wants to talk to me anyway, so.
We always want to talk to you because we learn great stuff. Like, what kind of cool stuff are we going to learn this week?
Well, we got some things in here it'll be all right.
All right.
I just come up with some stuff here. My staff's been on vacation, so.
Okay.
So you're doing the best you can all by yourself?
Really, I fired them.
What kind of cool stuff are we going to learn about today?
Here's something that I know Fluff don't do.
What's that?
The average person only speaks 10 minutes a day.
Only 10 minutes a day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't talk a lot. John
Not
talks a
more than
lot.
10 minutes.
I probably don't even get 10 minutes in a day because both between John and Troy.
Well, Burmeister, he's way above that.
That boy. I don't know where he gets it. Okay, I know exactly where he gets it. He gets it from me.
He makes them average people look like nothing.
10 minutes. I can do that standing on my head.
He can do that in his sleep, and he does because
Yeah.
he does talk in his sleep.
Absolutely.
And then I got one last thing here for you.
All right, what's that?
You got stairs in your house?
We do.
Yes.
Okay. The 2 steps at the top and the 2 steps at the bottom are the 4 most dangerous steps in the staircase.
No kidding. I suppose you're either going to trip going up or trip going down. You don't typically trip in the middle.
Nope. Unless you're drunk.
Then every step is dangerous. Have you ever fallen down the steps, Charlie?
Oh, yeah.
He says that like it's an everyday thing.
Yeah, you haven't? So, have a
Many times.
have a question for you. Were you drunk?
I've been known to have a few alcoholic beverages.
Heidi has a fun story about you and some stairs, too. I guess you painted yourself into the basement one time.
Oh, that was an accident.
Painted the steps, and then he's standing down in the basement like, oh, no, how do I get upstairs now? Hey, Heidi, throw me a beer.
Oh, that's awesome.
I had beer service and a drain down there. What more do you need?
Absolutely. You got to just camp out down here for the rest of the day.
And a pool table, so you were good. You had stuff to do.
Yeah. Definition of common sense. You know what that is?
What's that?
A rare form of intelligence. Only 1 in 12,000 are born with it.
1 in 12,000 have common sense?
And we're talking to 3 people, and I think I'm the one that has it.
I don't think so.
Don't know about that.
I'm pretty sure it's me.
Really? It's you? Yeah, let's go with that. Judges? Yeah, they gave you the big old thumbs up. Hey, you ready for a question, Charlie?
Remember that intelligence 1 in 12,000?
All right, I got a question for you. Americans consume a lot of aspirin. How many tons of aspirin per day do Americans consume?
3.5.
No, 42 tons a day.
Are you kidding?
Americans consume 42 tons of aspirin every day.
Holy.
Does my staff go to work for you? Is that where you're getting this stuff?
Hey,
You wondered where they've been.
they were looking for work, and I said, hey, you always got good stuff. I'll tell
Now you know why I fired them.
Yeah. Unbelievable statistics.
I find that very hard to believe.
Well, you better believe it, Heidi.
We don't lie on the air.
Charlie's staff gave it to me, so you know it's true.
I don't think I take 1 bottle a year.
Well, that's just you, but this is the whole country. We're not talking about just you.
Yeah.
It's not always about you, Heidi.
There's other people out there.
Well, Charlie, it's always a pleasure to chat with you. We'll catch up again soon, I'm sure.
I can't wait till next Tuesday.
Me either. Fun stuff.
Be quite an experience.
I think it will. We're
Always
looking forward to
is.
it. Thanks, Charlie.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right there. We talk to him every Tuesday just because we can. It's a little program we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Generally, the colder the air is, the smaller the snowflakes are. That's kind of a good thing to know.
I did not
Never
know
really thought of
that.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The insurance company backing the payouts for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire sued the show for being too easy. They're like, no, you guys made this way easier than they said you were going to. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The term brain freeze was invented by a company. Guess which company? 7-Eleven.
Icy Pop.
No,
Oh.
7-Eleven. Yeah, the Slurpee people.
Okay.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Another term for nieces or nephews, nibblings. So, if you want to just,
I'm totally going to start calling them my nibblings.
hey, my nibblings coming over today. What? And one final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The word oxymoron is itself an oxymoron. It comes from ancient Greek where oxy means sharp and moros means stupid. So oxymoron is actually an oxymoron.
Huh.
There you go. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day.
Yay!
It's brought to you by Mintervention.com.
You're not going to do that anymore, are you?
I just love that I got you doing it, and now I'm going to just let you take it from here. Hey, question for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
More than one study has found that the happiest people do this on a regular basis. What is it?
Laugh.
This would explain why Heidi is so happy, and I apparently need to be a little happier. Nap is the answer.
Oh, yeah.
Can I have nap?
Yes.
I'm
like
not
to
good
nap.
at that. I try to nap. I'm like, I
can't. I
lay
don't
there and
do
think about
very
all the
well
things I
sleeping
need-
during the day. I'm in
Yeah.
there, but I'm usually just kind of on my
Yeah,
phone.
I lay there and think about all the work I should be getting done. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com. A woman who shares her name with tech devices, Alexa and Siri, says she constantly sets them off during online meetings when clients say her name. 27-year-old Alexa Siri
I bet.
of Philadelphia.
Oh, funny.
Seary is her last name, but it's pronounced Siri. Say that her Amazon Echo and Apple products are constantly going off during online meetings. Anytime her name is announced. She's been cut. She's been the butt of many jokes. She's never been cut. That was my misspeaking. Like, I cut you, man. No, she was the butt of many jokes since Apple introduced the personal assistant function, Siri, in 2011. Imagine her shock when Amazon came out with their own device and they used her first name.
That is hilarious.
Now she's Alexa Siri. Obviously, she said it's not too much of a concern for her, but she does plan to keep her last name when she gets married. She's like, it's just too much fun to get rid of. So
Oh, funny.
I think that's really, what are the odds of somebody
I
having
know,
both of
that
those
is
names?
so bizarre.
So I wonder if there's a Siri Alexa out there as well.
I don't
Now
know.
I'll have to do a
That's
global
funny.
search. Weird news brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. Avoid these perilous piercings. Professional piercer who went onto TikTok to reveal 4 piercings that she warns her clients to not get. Number 1 is smiley. It's a fleshy flap of skin that connects your upper lip to your gums. And there are people who try to pierce that. She's like, it's a bad idea. It's a bad place to pierce. You get all kinds of things in there. You can get infections. It's not good.
Okay.
Next one, back dermals. It refers to piercings placed just above the hip on either side of the spine. And she's like, it's also a place, there's tissue damage, scarring, lots of issues that come from those. The nape of the neck. It can be problematic with higher chance of rejection by the spite. I don't know what that means. Anyway, excessive swelling can be a problem there as well. And the final one, dimple piercings. I've seen that before where people have their face pierced, like right where the
Gosh.
dimples go. And she said that this is a really bad idea because it's hard to heal. If you ever want to remove them, well, good luck. And when you're
gosh.
biting things, when you're trying to eat things, you catch them apparently quite a bit.
None
as
of that
well.
sounds, first of all, none of it even sounds attractive,
No, it
much
doesn't.
less.
Not my cup of tea.
No.
All right. Anyway, it's the list brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com. tuesdayswithcharlie.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. Comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Our quote today is from Stan Laurel, from Laurel and Hardy.
Oh, yeah.
I always thought he seemed like a neat
Me
guy as well.
too.
His quote is, "If any of you cry at my funeral, I'll never speak to you again."
Oh,
And there was a wonderful movie about
Yes.
Laurel and Hardy, and we watched that. It was just a couple years ago.
John C. Riley.
Yeah, and they
Phenomenal
did such an amazing
performance.
job. And I don't know how true all of the stuff was, but it was just a great movie. I gotta watch that again. My son got it for me on a DVD because I was saying I liked it, and he bought it for me. So now I gotta watch it. Quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com. Again, they are doing a giveaway right now on their site, trip to Mexico, Cancun, Mexico. End of the month, next month is when that will, so like a month from now is when that'll be done. All of the details can be found at radiotravelgroup.com. Here's a headline. High school football star uses fame to help foster kids. This is a cool story. High school football player had a traumatic early childhood. Once he could profit off his name, image, and likeness, he sought to help other kids and give them a brighter future. And this story is just a neat one. 12 years ago, Malachi Coleman and his sister were left on the side of the road by his mother.
What?
She never returned. They entered a foster care system and were eventually adopted by a loving family, but they suffered years of abuse. Now, the star wide receiver at a high school he's going to be going to school in Nebraska, University of Nebraska. Using his star power in the community, he started right away to help others. And Steve Hartman had a chance to share this story on his little segment On the Road with Steve Hartman on CBS.
Okay.
And I've got a link to that video if you want to read all the details and see the video. But there's a photo here of him from when he and his sister were adopted in this family. And then there's a photo like now of what they look like. And again, 12 years and a million miles from where they started. But yeah, what a sad way to start things, to be dropped off on the side of the road. Wouldn't that make you just... I don't understand how anybody could do that.
As a mother, I cannot imagine.
Yeah, I can't either.
Just saying, there you go. Here's your stuff. I'm dropping you off.
Well, the cool thing is this young man is doing really well for himself. And now, instead of just doing well for himself, he's making sure he's doing well for other kids that need help as well.
Wow.
So, really cool. Bright future for this young man. You can find that story in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening to The John and Heidi Show.